Evening.
Hey,
Like Alcoholics Anonymous.
angry assignments.
Oh.
Which could be the same thing, but unfortunately it's not.
We don't have any recovering alcoholics in the guild, just current one.
So, whales or booze?
Hey,
Alright.
Right, remember to get in here. We've only got one trash mob, and we want to start promptly so we can get both bosses down and then do some mythic.
Your only chance for trash loot, so be ready for. And not to forget the 1 gold 27 copper that it dropped.
remember your
guys.
shields.
You're very quiet, Dashi.
Right. Gonna let you all guess what it is.
Hello.
No.
Mortal filth defiles this chamber. They are insolent, unworthy of his gift. He has awakened, and they shall slumber in his stead. Let their flesh become an offering of atonement.
Right, if anyone's not here yet, please get in here so we can get going.
Actually didn't die, he's just communing with spirits.
Okay. I won't worry then. Right, let's get this trash mob down.
Wait, he had 4 minutes.
So how exactly does the Easter Bunny produce chocolate eggs?
He poops them out.
He shits them out.
Pooping.
Good dodging phone, yeah, guys.
I don't know who is going.
Probably
Everybody.
who can't heal you.
Yeah, I know. But why are we hitting me?
Don't kill Tang.
Because we can.
Yeah, but I've asked you not to, so don't.
It was only
He
me
was
as
st-
well.
he was
It
talking to
literally
me.
Only me.
You were standing in a way.
I stopped thunderclapping for you all. Next time I pop an avatar and go fucking hand.
Don't kill the raid, please. Right, let me get some markers down. So, slight change from yesterday. We have assignments for Promises of Power. There's only going to be 3 people with it, so if you are not assigned to it, please don't get that Promises of Power debuff. Interrupters have changed. We want ranged to focus it. And make sure the skull gets to cast. During the trident, we are going to make sure all 3 get interrupted, because that's when we're going to let the Promises of Power debuff go on longer, so we can get through that shield. But other than that, let the spell cast and interrupt. Healers, if it's going to be an issue during any of the other relics, then let me know, and we can do the interrupt on the skull as well. But I think it should only need to be Trident that we lead it through.
You get the visages every time though, yeah?
Yeah, visages are every time, but they just need to be switched to in DPS, so they're not an issue. The visages they're spawned by the skinny boss.
Yeah.
But they stick around for 2 minutes, so we'll have to up it sometimes. But we just need to switch to them and kill them, so the fear shouldn't go off. But we're going to have tremor totems just in case as well.
Same word as yesterday.
Yeah. Order. This should be the optimal one.
You still want us to dispel for the skinny guy during Void and Trident then? Because if his cast doesn't go off the visage, then we could leave the debuffs up.
Well, the visage, we're not going to let that cast go off. So if you can leave it during the trident for him as well, if it becomes a problem, we'll have to dispel. But it should be no problem during both tridents, and that's when we need to to push DPS. But if it's an issue, just let me know, and we can make sure we interrupt that other cast. So remember, interrupters, let the skull cast. So there'll be 2 that we interrupt and 1 that we let go through. That's just going to put a spell on for you. But during Trident, we need all 3 to be interrupted. And Ayumu has had to do some work. So, Sean, do you have any cauldrons at the moment? Would you need me to give you some mats?
I don't care. Cosmos.
Okay, let me get you some mats if you don't mind. Okay, this is a reminder, we need more donations. That is the last of the strength flasks. I'm going to stick some strength flasks in now, so we've got enough flasks for tonight. But if you want cauldrons on Sunday, please donate.
Same goes for feasts, by the way.
You only have 1 strength spot for feast.
So let's use your scripts.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we can use those. Grab your flasks.
There's more than 20 of us. So
Yeah, so group 1 is going to take an additional one. And then, if there are any left, people will grab, but I think it's already disappeared, so yeah, we're sorted. So position-wise, remember, do not touch the speaker on the pull. You want to wait about 10 seconds before we can actually touch that one. We're going to keep the bosses in the middle to start with, then we'll move them to the relics as needed. We're going to keep them stacked as much as possible to cleave. We want to have the speaker 5% higher than we feared, so please watch the DPS on them. Okay, everyone's ready? Let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Embrace the Master's truth! Kneel with the shadow of his
I'm gonna say this once, stay away from me.
Void Crash. Dark Herald. Void Crash. Cerebral assault.
Dodge. Let's get him to the relic.
Void crash. Dark Herald.
Get your buffs, sign people.
So we
Void
interrupt
crash.
all three during the trident.
We need to go across.
Yep, we do.
We don't dispel during this.
Void crash. Cerebral assault.
Dodge. Okay, are those interrupts happening?
Dark Herald. Void crash.
I'm not sure they are. Okay, are the bosses way too high? I'm about 5% apart, guys. Hang on, remember to put them in the bubble though, so we can actually lose.
Void crash.
Get the guard crap.
Void crash. Dark Herald. Cerebral assault.
Dodge the cone. Okay, let's get some more damage to the speaker.
Void crash.
Do not touch the beard. We want to get the speaker.
You are but rubble in the storm's wing.
Okay, rid of the
Storm of
what is it?
annihilation. Terrifying echo.
Will echo through the
Spell something.
Void crash. Dark Herald. Void crash.
Yeah, go for it. Get a bit more
Cerebral
damage to the
assault.
speaker. Dodge the cone.
You got? What are you doing wrong now?
Void crash.
Moving the skin guard.
Dark Herald. Void crash.
No idea, but I like
Okay,
it.
anti-huntress.
Storm of annihilation. Void crash. Terrifying echo.
Okay, switch to the ad.
Cerebral assault.
Dodge the cone. It's going through the ad. Careful.
Void crash.
Okay, ad's gone.
Dark Herald.
That was 2 costs.
Void crash.
2.
Yeah, the witness the ends have to be interrupted better. Okay, wipe it. So,
Void crash.
interrupters.
Terrifying
Skull is
echo.
allowed to cast, everything must be interrupted. Once the skull explodes,
Cerebral assault.
you need to wait 6 seconds till you can cast. It is so important to do.
Void crash. Dark Herald.
When we've got the trident, then we are not going to let any of the casts go through because we don't want that raid damage while we're using the prompter to power to get the bubble technique.
So Sanya, what did I do wrong? And
You
like me.
stood next to me.
Actually, Squibs, yeah, that would work well because if you pull from the yellow side, then you can go towards yellow, which is where we'd like him.
Who's standing next to Rankin? But
Both in the bubble.
sure, if you say so.
Do not
Some
put anywhere near the cross because that's a good way.
Yeah, it's simple. If you get hit by the thing that hits me, you get 30 seconds and no one can heal you afterwards. You basically don't die. Yeah, I'll try to put Skinny Guy at the trident as well.
Not try, do it.
Is there there's like no reason that the entire raid apart from Sangor can just be in the middle of the triangle.
Yeah, that's the idea. As like I said yesterday, is raid in the middle. Sangor
Yeah.
gets to run around the edge.
Yeah, because at the moment a lot of people are blocking me off. And while he's doing a frontal cone, for example, and not casting on me, it's not an issue. But as soon as he starts casting on me, I need to be careful.
So everybody who is not Sangor, if you can get inside the triangle unless you're dodging a mechanic specifically. If you run around the other side of my Sangor, you don't have to worry about it during the fight.
But generally, if you watch the videos I posted, then and read the Discord stuff, you'll be absolutely fine with this. Yeah, remember, cooldowns are in the AA, be in the middle, do not stand anywhere near the cross. If you're assigned to interrupt, it is vital the interrupts happen.
No, that's. Oh, yeah, never mind.
Hang on, are you listening to what Squib said and I said for you to do, and now Baseless is telling you?
Walk around the.
Pull from yellow because we want the boss to be moving towards yellow.
No, I was looking at the top.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But yeah, we'll dispel during the no bloodlust.
Void Crash.
So you let the skull go.
Dark Herald.
I was talking about Tempest, the skulls going through. We're going to not let any skulls go through during Aid of Guidance.
Void Crash.
Oh, sorry. Wait, we'll
Cerebral
dispel both
Assault.
anyways. The Tempest.
Really easily tell when you get hit by
Void
the
Crash.
spell. Okay, ready for Trident. So interrupt all three as doing this.
Dark Herald.
So let's get some more damage.
Void Crash.
Let's go through at the back.
Dispel.
Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
If you want to think about moving,
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
okay, get ready for Tempest. This is 2 minute DPS.
Void Crash. Storm of Annihilation. Terrifying Echo. Void Crash. Dark Herald. Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
I'm gonna have to go back to yellow, guys.
Void Crash.
Yeah, take it back when you need to.
Spell.
Focus on the spear.
Dark Herald.
We're getting a little bit too close.
Void Cerebral Crash. Assault.
Dodge the cone.
It's not killing.
Get ready to switch to the Visage.
Storm of Annihilation Echo.
Okay, switch to the Visage. Get
Void Crash.
You have to stun.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
With the
Cerebral
Cerebral
Assault.
Assault. A lot of stats. Perfect turn.
Void Crash.
Wipe it. Okay, Sunday, your
Terrifying
pet
Echo.
problem.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Come again?
Your pet was the problem. Your pet killed Faceless.
My pet killed Faceless? Jesus.
Yeah, I've got 11
Void
seconds
Crash.
of death log, and the damage comes from the boss. And your...
And I couldn't use defensives because I was stunned by 18 minutes.
Yeah.
As the master claims his prize.
So, the skull we let cast. The only time there won't be a skull on any of the ads is during the trident, because we're going to be using the promises of power, so we don't want extra damage going out and potentially killing those people. So all of them get interrupted then, but other than that time, then you just let the skull cast, interrupt the other two. Once the debuff from the skull casting is dropped, then we'll let another one go through. Yep, the skull is always going to be the last one alive, because what happens is there's 3 ads, skull is on 1. We ignore that when it casts and explodes. Merciful moves the skull onto another ad. It then casts and explodes. Oh, without moving it. If that happens without moving it, then we've got failed interrupts on the other 2. Okay, guys, if there's no skull, it has to be interrupted. Please get it sorted. No, the ad's interrupted via an interrupt. Okay, stun for 2, great.
Just don't stun anyone who's on see. Oh yeah, also very important point. It's self-explanatory, but I think it actually was cause of failure last time. I cannot drop below 25% during Tempest Core going off.
No one can.
When did you do that?
I wasn't quite sure what killed me, but it seemed to be something
Not the Tempest
sudden.
at least.
It was witness the end and a photic blast killed you. So witness the end is when it doesn't get interrupted. We know that's why, but we have a load of people interrupting, so hopefully it should be okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Embrace the master's truth. Leave the shadow of his glory.
Void Crash. Dark Herald. Void Crash. Cerebral Assault.
Good to know.
Void Crash.
So get ready for trident.
Dark Herald.
Get a bit of damage on the
Void Crash.
bishop as well.
Dropped all of them for now.
Shield is down, dispel.
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
Moving them blue.
We get through, guys.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
They should be 5% apart, so more damage on the speaker.
Void Crash.
Okay, Tempest. This is 2 minute DPS cooldowns. Switch to
Storm of Annihilation. Terrifying Echo. Dark Herald. Cerebral
Crash.
Assault.
Go to zone. Now I'm just trying to get better now.
Void Crash.
Okay, a bit more on the
Void
spear,
Crash.
so it keep those together zone.
So we can move.
Dark Herald.
Did you move then?
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
Zone. Okay, get ready for Tempest.
Terrifying Echo. Void
Burning
Crash.
down.
Added.
Storm of Annihilation.
Interrupt all.
Dark Herald. Void Crash.
Healthstone if you drop below 50 gas.
That's a good idea. Okay, we're gonna move over.
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash.
Go to the zone. More damage on the speaker.
Void Crash.
Okay, so this is
Terrifying
Bloodlust
Echo.
and all cool
Dark
downs.
Herald.
We need to get that ass down quick.
Void Crash.
Good. Okay, let's head over once we're done with Bloodlust to the green.
Cerebral Assault. Void Crash. Dark Herald.
Remember, the visage is
Void
on
Crash.
yellow, so we may need to switch to that. When it's back to full health.
Need to switch to add everyone yellow.
Yep, switch to
Terrifying
visage.
Echo. Void
You
Crash.
have to have some more light.
Careful, we're about to push them both at the same time. Stop,
We get one
yes.
out. Get one out. Stop attacking the
Embrace
field.
Void
do want
Crash.
to clear.
Terrifying Echo. Dark
Tanks and
Herald.
Sango use
Cerebral
defensive
Assault.
container.
Okay, get the ad
Umbral Shell.
now. Okay, the other one's coming in.
Terrifying Echo.
Interrupt all.
Void Crash.
Add on yellow.
Yeah, that's when it disappears, luckily.
Get ready to top off tanks as soon as it comes.
Hi guys.
Dark Herald. Umbral Shell. Void Crash.
Speakers and base cut.
Cerebral Assault. Void
Okay, more on the
Crash.
field, we want to even these up.
Terrifying Echo. Void Crash.
More on the feared, please.
Yeah.
Dark Herald.
Leave the speaker alone. I'm going to move the feared out a bit and focus on the feared.
Careful of me.
Nah, move them
Void
back, it's
Crash.
I can't. You can't stand on me.
Cerebral Assault.
Dodge the cone. Okay, they're about equal. As soon as mine drops, then I'll move them back.
You guys don't stand.
Void
Don't
Crash.
stand on baseless, he's the range tank.
You
Dark
can see everyone
Herald.
a bit.
Void Crash.
Do you go first?
For the master.
Yeah, it's okay, these are almost dead too.
Pact of the Restless.
Yes, we do it together.
I was about to say, fuck it, I'm giving it. It's like 30
We can survive for a bit before that.
Well, it's like, no, but you get mind controlled if you're on time.
Can we invite Cerisa?
Oh, is she on?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
she asked for an invite.
Right, let me pop the AA for the next one up. I don't think there's much that's going to need editing. Maybe some consume essence interrupt when I suddenly phase 2, please. But let's get through the trash. This one's going to be a bit more chaotic, but we can do it.
Now we can't pick it up at the same time, right? Well, just
Yeah,
one,
it should
right?
be, you need to alternate, but if you guys want to sort out the order, let me know and I can stick it in AA. I know Ollie's not here, but Brittany's doing a good job at filling in. We can summon you after trash the rest of the day, you might get here quicker by yourself, so. If you go to the Little Island with Shrine of the Storm on, yeah. Kill each other. trident to the if there's dying, please go in the shield.
I don't have a target. I need a target. I don't have a target.
Untribal. Also quite cute.
Okay, we'll have the trident for these dying. Yeah, this is music. Yeah, I was thinking if we were going to get it down to the kind of trident so big, all down.
Desecrate your
Right, so let's go over a few things on this. So phase 1, we want you to bait the tears towards the edge. When we hit about 72-73%, we're then going to push the Guardians all to 25%. We're going to use the Tempest Caller, kill the ads, and push the boss to 70. Unless we're actually pushing an ad just spawned, just dots on the Guardians, please. That should be more than enough to get them down. In phase 2, we have waves of Mindbenders. The first and third wave are going to be Tridents, so you stack in the middle and we nuke all of those ads and absorb the damage. Wave 2, and if we have wave 4, they're going to be Tempest Callers, so we get the ads to 30%. We don't push them down too far, we get them to 30, and then we use Tempest Caller and get them all to 25, and the Guardians will be in there for that one as well. But I'll call things as we go. In phase 3, every 2 or 3 Guardians, let's do it on 2. I think that should be fine based on yesterday. We'll get them lowered to 30, use the Tempest Caller and blow them up. And we will get Piercing Gaze in the last phase today, unlike yesterday. So when it's available, we're going to use the Trident for that. I'll call it. If we're going to use it, we'll stack in the middle of the room. We stand in the bubble and we don't worry about beams. They just let them go through us. If you are one of the leeching players, make sure you stand with someone please don't run away from the leeching players. They need to leech your health. And it's really, really important that if you've got a buddy who's leeching, you don't run away from each other during the beams, move together, or you're going to die. Cool. I'm seeing an order for the healers for clearing. Let me stick that in the AA for you guys.
I saw you could use the Void Stone in phase 2 to avoid ads getting healed. Do you think that'll be needed?
We'll see. I'm hoping not, but the heal is hysteria, so if you see it, then you know what to do. But that's only if we have a problematic overlap with the ads. But ideally, we can time things so we kill them like 8 seconds before hysteria goes off. Hysteria is what happens at 100 energy.
Yeah.
Okay, so put the order into voids at the top. We'll just need to play it by ear a bit, how often we need to clear it. Just make sure you don't do it at a time when there's a load of damage incoming, or we'll kill the raid. I'll try and call as much stuff as possible.
We use it in transitions, healers.
Yeah, if the room gets a bit full up, then we'll call it on the fly, but generally transition should be good. I'm thinking we might need it in phase 3 for an extra clear, but let's try it on the transitions to start.
You want to do the start semi-system?
Yeah, that works.
The stone works a bit like third boss in Shrine healers. You clear their stuff.
Yeah, activate the stone, run around and soak the tears, because if you stand in a tear, it heals the boss, except when the Void Stone's active. But you then need to take enough damage that you get through the heal absorb, and we can heal the raid again. So you may need to use the puddle at the edge for that.
Yeah. Soak everything. If you still haven't been broken, go stand on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we can do it so you stand in the edge for a bit and then do the final puddle, it makes life easier for the healers.
If you can use the last puddle to also remove the final bit of your shield, that would be ideal, but
it's just important that it gets removed. Otherwise, we cannot heal. Right, let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Before your true master. His eyes behold every
Void crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion tier.
Voids bounce a couple times, then we soak.
Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Insult.
Okay, through the beams.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Void crash. Eyes of
keep
Insult.
baiting the tears to the edge of the
Maddening
circle.
Eyes of Insult.
Get out. Puddle.
Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay, right to transition. It's Tempest Caller. Get rid of the ad. Healers. You can burn the ad down, give it a transition.
Oblivion Tear.
So we may need a healer cooldown or two there.
Unknowable Terror.
Get out the area. Use a healer.
Use the crowd.
Don't use it until it's full. So first wave
Oblivion
is gonna
Tear.
be the
Call
dragon.
Undying Guardian.
Okay.
Actually, I think what is it? Let's I think go against it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Gift of Insight.
Yeah.
Hysteria.
Actually, let me put the bubble up because it's gonna
Oblivion Tear of the Deep.
or go stand in the bottom of the edge.
Well, Shrine of the
If anyone
Storm.
fails. Yeah.
Unknowable Terror.
This raid is quite a
But the first boss is very long.
Oblivion Tear.
I know.
So what we want to do is make sure when we use the void stone clear up, we've not got any incoming damage, and let's quite promptly use the Tempest Caller. So when we've got the as soon as we can on like 72-73%, because we want to get through that damage quickly, so we've still got time to then clear up in the transition. But AoE damage plus the healing you absorb at the same time is bad, so that's why we use the Tempest Caller slightly earlier. So we've used that, phase transitions, then we clear up. We might want some healer cooldowns during Tempest Callers though.
Probably.
Yeah. In fact, I actually even put that in the AA, so I was thinking that yesterday. I wasn't expecting to get a second add-on transition, but I'm guessing if we're a few seconds quicker, we won't get that, but we'll see. Ideally, we get that first ad out the way at 72-73%. If we get another ad after that, then, well, we'll just tank it until we use a Tempest Caller again. It's not a problem, because they're fairly harmless when they're on 25% health.
Doesn't look like it.
There's a number of spawn points, I thought.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the
we'll
first
need
one
more
always
data
came
to
from
figure
the
it
left.
out.
I think the first one always came from the left over there.
Okay. Well,
Right,
we'll keep an eye on that, see if we can find a
the
path.
other way.
Put down.
So, right.
Okay, there is the bot. Everyone repair.
Hellstone, please.
There it is. We've about to ask for that. And some health stones.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes behold every
Voice Crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion Tear. Gift of Insight. Obscurity.
Just gonna move a bit away.
Call
from-
Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear.
It seems to be right.
Void Crash. Eyes of Insight.
Okay, ready to beam.
Oblivion Tear.
Hold through one beam, get wait after the button and hold through the other beam.
Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion Tear. Void Crash. Eyes of Ensot. Maddening Eyes of Ensot.
Temple Crawler, get the ant down. Let's stand in the blue circle reset now.
Oblivion Tear. Unknowable Terror.
Spear.
Oblivion Tear.
Okay, so first wave,
Call Undying Guardian.
we're going to clump in the middle,
Consume Essence.
and we're going to set this up.
Custody of the Deep. Gift of Ensot. Consume Essence.
Everyone needs to be in the shield.
Custody of the Deep. Oblivion Tear.
You're getting down to kill the little void spawns as well, because we want that damage to go
Unknowable
off
Terror.
the shield. Otherwise, that happens.
Oblivion Tear.
They were tested
yes.
and found wanting.
Yes, that. So what we're going to do, we clump in the middle, we all stand in the shield, and we burn those ads down. So as soon as those ads spawn that first wave, switch to them. You, yeah, I can do that, and then we can clump to help the healers. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, my judging of where the middle is very bad.
Yeah, well, we
Because
learned that
it's
yesterday, that the
yeah.
middle is a difficult concept, but we can absolutely put a market in the middle. And then we can also use that for stacking for the ads as well, assuming the fear's not in the way. Yeah, and for that, Squibs, and for the stack point in phase 3 for the beams when Trident's up. Is multi-purpose here. Yeah, we can do that. There you go, we have a red marker in the middle to help us remember.
Do not waste
Jeeves
my
still up,
time,
remember to repair.
And yeah, the beams again. Like, walk through the first, wait for your debuff to disappear, and then walk through the second.
Yeah, please don't double stack them, it's a problem.
His heal was about to go off there, and the ads had just spawned, so they were almost full HP. You want me to use the stone there at that point?
I think that's going to need to be a judgment call depending on how far it's going, but if they're about to heal, then yeah, do use it.
I'm putting food down.
Just be aware that we might well then want to have some healer cooldowns at the same time. Like damage reduction ones rather than healing ones, obviously.
I was just
Yeah.
so.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes behold every
Void
truth,
Crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion Tier.
Okay, ready for the ring.
Gift of Ensot. Obscurity.
Step in very slightly.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Eyes of Ensot.
Okay, ready for beams. Go through one.
Oblivion
Wait.
Tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash.
Okay, let's get the article.
Call Undying Guardian.
Oh no, we've got another one. Push the other one, and then we'll go.
Oblivion Tier. Eyes of Ensot. Maddening Eyes of Ensot.
So get that high health one down quick, and then come on, healing. Phase 2.
Oblivion Tier.
Maggot.
Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
It's a cost.
Okay, we're going to let the heal go off, so 100.
Gift of Innocent.
Keep the interrupts
Hysteria.
going. Okay, that's it. Clump in the middle and mute.
Custody of the Deep. Oblivion Tier.
In the
Actually, no.
yeah, just dodge it. Get the void swing down quick.
Unknowable Terror.
Out of the spear, and you just
Oblivion Tier.
That
That
was
should
not
be
meant to be a tempest caller, please don't use it on that wave.
Call Undying Guardian. Gift of Ensot. Hysteria.
In the middle.
Oblivion
Pretty
Tier.
much next to the boss.
Yeah, use the crowd.
Yeah, because that will kill us. So this wave is the trident, but we're gonna wipe because the shell's there and we can't wipe it.
Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tier.
First and third wave trident, second wave tempest caller.
Oh, you can't pick it up till it lights up.
Yeah, you have to give a bit of time. But it will be all good for the third wave.
Oblivion Tier.
They were not the ones you sought, Master. We will find others to open the way.
Yes, Dashi, you just stand in crap or go outside the circle to take damage.
Well, you don't need to teach Dashi how to take damage.
We call him Boozy the Second.
I thought we called him Lesser Chanks. Except Chanks is no longer playing, so he's probably now Dashi and Lesser Dashi.
Yeah, well, damage taking wise, I mean.
Right, I think we are about due another cauldron, if you wouldn't mind, Squibs.
No, Dashi does no great in combination with Dashi in any way possible, so sorry.
Yeah, Bobby, melee is quite problematic when people are hostile, but in the last phase, we're going to have to deal with everyone being hostile, which is why they recommend don't bring any melee for this if you can help it. But just, if it's only one person who's gone hostile, then yeah, maybe move away a little bit. If it's everyone, then everyone just needs to not cleave everyone else. Right, grab your flasks. Okay, so we will give him a minute to do that then. You pressed ready though, we're not waiting for you.
She's not the last, but the first. Drown her, and you will see.
You try and not get a puddle on the spot. Next second a little.
His crown
Or is that right?
open the way.
It's apparently can be baited, so ideally if people stand at the edge it should get it, but then I'm guessing it's not guaranteed to work. Can we have the not the trident, the tempest at the end of phase one a little bit quicker? We want it when the boss is at 73%, because that way we can get rid of the ad while we're pushing the boss down, and then during the transition the healers can clean up the room, because if we overlap them it hurts.
He grows hungrier, bolder. Alas, your eyes are
Right, still no sign of Abby. We're going to go without him since he's not come back online, and we are at 23 now. Already checked. We will go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes behold
Void crash.
every unnumbered cry.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Ensot.
We beam.
Oblivion tier.
Let it drop. Then the other.
Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Void crash.
Right, let's
Call
do
Undying
Tempest
Guardian.
Caller. Then that Guardian is down.
Oblivion tier.
Ideally, we do.
Eyes of Ensot.
Ideally, we do.
Maddening Eyes of Ensot.
And if not, we'll just it's fine. Don't hit it when it's below 25 though, because
Oblivion tier. Void crash.
Okay, transition. Then we're going to clean up. If you're a docker, you can stick some dots on the ad. So it comes in quicker, but if you're not doing that,
Got me deactivated.
like what? Absolutely not. No, don't
Oblivion
activate it
tier.
outside behind the set, please.
Unknowable terror.
Get up here.
Keep baiting the tears out ranged if you can.
Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay, here are the ads. Interrupt them. We want the
Gift
hysteria
of
to go
Ensot.
off.
Hysteria.
There it is. Okay, stand in
Custody
body
of
and
Oblivion
get
tier.
mind benders and deliver that
Unknowable terror.
Get out of here.
Oblivion tier.
Okay, we need to use the DPS cooldowns on those because those void spawns need to already be dead before the spear happens.
You can pick it up now, I think.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion
Down
tier.
the edge.
Remember,
Gift of
don't
Ensot.
deny the
Hysteria.
doctor. Get 25.
Don't use it yet, Megan.
Oblivion
This is
tier.
going to be a Tempest Crawler wave. We'll bring
Unknowable
the
terror.
Guardians
Consume
in as
essence.
well. You'll get everything to 30 and then
Oblivion tier.
that's it.
Gift of Ensot. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion tier.
Keep baiting for
Unknowable terror.
Oblivion Tears, please.
Get out of here.
go clear now, I think, Megan.
I'm confused.
Activate it though. You need to activate it.
Go on then.
Get your sheet away.
Yeah, get it. Go stand outside. Stand outside. And get back in before you die.
Oblivion tier.
I can't pick up the.
Don't worry, we don't really need it much in this phase. If it's available, then we'll do...
Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay, we'll do the first beams club. So when the beams happen, we will stack in the middle.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Ensot.
Digark
Lunacy.
and Light Mage.
Eyes of Ensot.
Don't kill each other. We are going to clump and put everyone in the middle, and we're going to use the,
Oblivion tier.
bubble.
Go through beams one
Call
at a time.
Undying Guardian.
No, we're doing them together with the bubble. It needs
Oh,
to be
shit.
so we don't.
Oblivion tier.
That's the whole
Custody
point.
of the deep.
Everyone needs to stand in the bubble for it.
My bad.
Sorry, I took a second.
That's fine.
Oblivion tier.
So when the second one you've got a
Gift
shell
of Ensot.
gets to
Lunacy.
30, then go for it.
Oblivion tier. Call Undying
If you need to do
Guardian.
nothing during it, then do
Eyes of Ensot.
Okay, here's the beams. You gotta go through one, then the other.
Oblivion tier.
Brilliant. Oh,
People that have the debuff, you need to stand next to other to heal yourself.
Oblivion tier.
Stand on people if you're
Get
low.
through each.
Call Undying
Okay.
Guardian.
Let's get the ads down a bit, and as soon as it's down, then use the
Gift of Ensot. Lunacy.
Okay.
Oblivion tier.
As soon as it's safe to, get your shell up quick, otherwise we can't one tank this. Okay, let's light.
Oblivion tier.
Alright, so
Eyes of
getting that
Ensot.
phase 3, what we want to do is
Eyes of Ensot.
first game with the beams, we'll use the trident, then as soon
Call
as it's up,
Undying
we'll
Guardian.
do the
Oblivion
same.
tier.
When we've got 3 ads, so the first 2 ads are just going to be dotted so they get flown. Third ad, we're going to switch to it, we're going to get it to 30, and then we're going to do Tempest Caller. So 3 die, and that means that controls the tank damage reasonably well. 3 should not be a problem on this 3. Generally, everyone with dots is going to keep them on the Guardians, which means most of the time, if you're not a dotter, you don't need to worry about them, and they'll just naturally be at the point where we activate Tempest Caller and they die. Because at that 73%, what we ideally want is Tempest Caller goes off, ad dies, and we carry on pushing the boss, so we actually get to the transition before another ad spawns.
When the arrow finds its mark, the last fetter will fall away.
Let's get some food.
Healthstone, please.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes
Void crash.
every truth, every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Ensot.
Beams.
Oblivion tier.
One, then the other.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Void crash.
What?
Eyes of Ensot. Maddening Eyes of Ensot. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
So that means Tempest Caller. Finish the ad.
Oblivion tier.
But we can handle that. Phase 2. First wave of ads, then we'll use the trident to make sure you
Oblivion
get
tier.
so cooldowns on the first wave of ads. Yeah, don't attack
Unknowable
that
terror.
here unless you're the healable Bloodstone.
Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay, the ads. We're going to clump in the middle, make sure they get interrupted.
Gift of Ensot. Hysteria.
Okay, there's the heal, so now burn them down.
Oblivion tier. Custody of the Deep.
Bubble.
Unknowable terror.
All the little guys are just in the bubble.
Oblivion
That's it.
tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Gift of
Oblivion
Bloodstone,
tier.
Maggot.
Gift of Ensot. Hysteria.
Okay, next wave of ads is going to be the trident. So we also want to have the gun.
Consume
in
Essence.
the
Unknowable terror. Oblivion tier.
Get out of here.
Consume Essence.
Your dream has ended.
2 seconds to get out.
We've got two. There's a tank. This way. Yep.
Oblivion tier.
When you use the stone maggot,
Gift of Ensot. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian.
take damage.
Was the stone in use at that point? Is that why?
Oblivion tier.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't do it when
Sorry,
there's big
sorry, you put on
damage.
hold. big ads as well.
Yeah, we can't have it when there's heavy damage, so full health big ads do a load of damage, especially if Hysteria's just been cast. And when we use Tempest, which is at that point, is going to be a load of damage. So after the ads die is a much better time for it. But ideally, we just want to try using it in the transitions because I think we should have enough space. We've got enough damage to get through it very quickly. So let's just use it in the transitions for now. Other time we can theoretically do it is during the Trident because we are redirecting most of our damage onto that bubble. So not a problem then if we have the heal absorb. So if we need to, that's another time we potentially clear.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Void Crash. Oblivion Tear. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian. Void Crash. Eyes of Ensot.
Beams?
Oblivion Tear. Oblivion Tear. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Void Crash.
Okay, we'll spill the ads.
Eyes of Ensot. Maddening Eyes of Ensot.
Careful not to stand in pairs.
Oblivion Tear. Unknowable Terror.
Althea.
Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
First wave of ads. Get them interrupted. I've got a bubble in the middle.
Gift of Innocence. Hysteria.
Okay, there's the heal going off.
Oblivion Tier. Custody of the Deep.
Get the little ones down.
Unknowable Terror.
Get out clear.
Oblivion Tier.
Okay, we're probably going to need a healing cooldown for these ads dying.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Gift of Ensot. Hysteria.
Get dots on the ads. Next wave of Mindbenders is going to be...
Oblivion Tier.
A lot of
Unknowable
tears around
terror.
the boss. Watch out.
Yeah. Get out clear. Right, let's deal with these ads.
Oblivion Tier. Consume Essence. Consume Essence. Gift of Ensot. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
Yeah, that's the Hysteria card. We need to be quicker on killing
Don't stand in the tears now. Watch out.
Unknowable Terror.
them. Get out clear.
Come on.
Oblivion Tier.
Okay, stack in the middle. We're going to have, after the Hysteria, we're going to have a bubble.
Falls upon every path, every
Have you
dream
got
giving.
No, let's tempo these ones until this out. And then we can start doing... Okay. Stand in the healing circles. Whenever the damage drops.
Just go. Go.
Oblivion Tier.
Good.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
Are you able to try the first thing? If you can wrap it, then great.
Gift of Ensot. Lunacy. Eyes of Ensot.
Don't kill each
Oblivion
other.
Tier.
Okay, we're going to clump in the middle and go through both teams together.
I'll get it. I'll get it. Okay.
Custody of the Deep. Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Yeah, let's get the other one out first. Lower, the other one.
Oblivion Tier.
Because we still need the anti one. This is the one we wait for that one to spawn. Then we come out. Get your shell up fast or I'm gonna die. We also
Gift
can't
of
damage the
Ensot.
boss.
Lunacy. Oblivion Tier. Eyes of Ensot.
Dodge the beam.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
Your dream has ended.
Oblivion Tier.
Okay. What we now want to do is get this ad low, then we can contest.
Oblivion Tier.
But get the ad to 30%.
Gift of Ensot.
And,
Lunacy. Call Undying Guardian.
Let's get the third ad and then get that one to 30. So don't
Oblivion
use
Tier.
dad spawns.
Eyes of Ensot.
Beams. Okay, let's wipe.
Oblivion Tier.
So at phase 3, where we have 2 guardians, so we've already got one, next one spawns, we get that guardian to 30 relatively quickly on spawn, then we Tempest
Not
it.
the ones you sought, Master.
That
We
way,
will find others
we're not dealing with
to
loads at a
open
time.
the way.
We can probably even take 3 if needed, but this hopefully keeps it controlled.
With the insatiable torment, are we
Yeah.
doing it like in the video where if the guy's at 100%, everyone needs to get the fuck out? Or are we just staying stuck on them permanently?
What's going to happen if you have Torment, you get a buddy. You stand near your buddy, you get them in the circle as you need to, so you need to watch your own health if you've got Torment, just be a bit responsible. Please, if you're at 100, don't leech them constantly, because it just makes more work for healers. But if in doubt, get your buddy in the circle so you can leech. When we've got the beams, it's really, really important that you move with your buddy and they don't run away from you. So please don't run away from someone trying to step on you.
Scrabble down, repair, please.
Everyone repair? So if you've got the Tempest, please use it at the right time rather than before the ad spawns. Also keep an eye on the raid health because we need everyone above 25% or they're just going to die. We're doing it at predictable times so healers know when to top everyone up. So every second ad, if we want it less often we can do every third ad, but let's try every second at the moment. I'll also try and call when it's going to be incoming, so person crown can know and the healers can be aware to top up.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If I go, for example, we'll use it after the next ad spawn, that should give you a good 10 seconds to get people topped up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes behold every
Void Crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Eyes of Ensot.
Beams.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Call Undying Guardian.
Just sooner than that. It's fine. We'll just put it to the next one. We'll fund it in at 25%.
Oblivion Tier.
First wave of that is going to be with the Trident.
Unknowable Terror.
Get out of fear. So we'll quant.
Oblivion Tier.
We'll wait
Call
for the
Undying
area.
Guardian.
Terran melee.
It's Kyrians.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria.
Hysteria.
Consume Essence.
Get in the bubble. And go.
Custody of the Deep. Custody of the Tier. Unknowable Terror. Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Next wave of Mindbenders is
Gift of
going to be
Insult.
Tempest Caller.
Hysteria. Oblivion Tier.
You can try and build some of these ads a bit.
Yeah, they should be dotted so they're lower. We want them to sit at 25%. Okay, here's the ads. Remember interrupts. We'll get
Unknowable
Tempest
Terror.
Caller these ones.
Oblivion
Get
Tier.
out
Essence.
here.
Heal right up.
Let's get low. Once we get 30, we're going to use those single cards.
Oblivion Tier.
Terran melee, watch out.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Unknowable Terror.
Okay, it's a transition. If we just get the guardian low, we're not going to kill it yet.
So, it's got to
You want to use...
Do the clearing. Do the clearing while we're in the intermission.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Never an intermission. When we get 2 ads, please. So after the next ad spawns, we're going to switch to it. We'll get it to
Oblivion
30,
Tier.
and then we're going to use the progress.
still can pick this one up. Oh no.
There you go. See? Well,
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
so when the sad comes in, then
Oblivion Tier.
we're going to get
Gift
that
of
one
Insult.
down.
Lunacy. Eyes of Insult.
But let's get the hostile out the way. Heal the raid up and kill him.
Oblivion Tier.
Big stack in the middle, bubble.
Custody of the Deep. Call Undying Guardian.
Forward down
Oblivion
into
Tier.
the bubble.
Custody of the Deep.
Don't stand in that void there.
Oblivion Tier.
Remember, we're switching
Gift of Insult.
tank positions,
Lunacy.
not boss positions.
Oblivion Tier.
Don't
Eyes of Insult.
No, we said yesterday switch tanks because that gives less chance of
Call Undying Guardian.
Here's the next guardian. So heal the raider.
Oblivion Tier.
We're not going to kill it just yet.
Oblivion Tier.
Hit white will get the boss undamageable.
Turns out you can't jump over it.
You also can't warlock gateway.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Ensot.
We'll
Lunacy.
probably need a few seconds to pump the raid after those beams.
Call Undying Guardian.
That's not a problem. I'm expecting to go through the beam.
Oblivion Tier.
Top up.
Eyes of Ensot. Eyes of
We
Ensot.
don't want the Tempest Caller during Void Stones, we don't want it during beams, we don't want it during hostiles. So if you're using it, then make sure you know when it is. I'll be calling when I want it, but please don't even think about using it during the healers clearing up in the intermission. Yeah, if you're ranged, please stand at max range so we can get the tears out as much as possible. We can't completely control it, but it's one of those many mechanics where we can bait. Yeah, red marker is for the clumps, for we have the bubbles. So when we have phase 3 and we can use the trident, we need everyone to be stacked because we need everyone inside the bubble taking as much damage as possible to break the bubble. Which is why we go in the middle and we go through the beams together. Just had something like 2 pulls ago. And we had a Jeeves maybe 2 pulls before that.
I'll put the hammer down.
Thanks. Everyone repair, please, so we don't have to do this again in another pull.
If we can keep the middle clear, it makes it easier to stack. Because otherwise, we're covered in shit if we're closing, which is why you're chasing middle.
Yeah. But again, this is why we want to switch the tanks' positions rather than switch the boss positions.
It's alright, I don't know why I got it in my fucking
less
head
overlap.
that it was the other way around.
Yeah, because
we discussed
told
it
me
yesterday.
the right way
yeah,
yesterday,
I know,
and we discussed it.
I was being a retard, don't worry.
Yeah, that's fine. But it will also help with keeping the melee still and keeping lights healing happy.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Right, let's get this. If we can just execute it right, so we don't take unnecessary damage, we don't do the Tempest at the wrong times, we can finish this off, we can have a break, and we can go mythic.
More duties.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bow before your true master. His eyes behold every
Void Crash.
Remember, don't be on the... Can we move it slightly out of the
Oblivion
red
Tier.
so we don't bait Oblivion tears onto it like we just did?
Gift of Ensot. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void Crash.
Drop the axe.
Eyes of Ensot. Oblivion Tier.
Through the beams.
Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion Tear. Void Crash.
Okay, we're
Eyes
about
of
to have
Insult.
another Guardian.
Maddening Eyes of Insult.
Get out the fear. Then we'll burst the next Guardian down.
We didn't get it.
I'm just gonna trust you guys are gonna get the DPS and hide and we'll just assume. Every time I assume one, we get something.
I mean, it's one health there.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother covering it.
Oblivion Tear. Unknowable Terror.
Get out the fear.
If it's only one, that means people think them and need the most.
Yeah, which they should
Yeah,
not
a
be
lot.
Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
doing. Ads. Get the interrupts done.
Gift of Insult.
Here's the
Hysteria.
Okay, get them now.
Oblivion Tear. The Deep.
In
Custody of the Deep. Unknowable Terror.
get them down, get out the fear.
Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian.
Should be able to get the Void Stone elect.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria. Oblivion Tear.
I've got dot the ads, so they don't see. We've got Tempest the next wave back, so these ones. Let's get a top top.
Unknowable Terror.
Get out the fear.
Oblivion Tear.
Tear under boss, watch out.
Okay, everyone's topped up. We can kill the ads.
Oblivion Tear.
Tear on the ads.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear.
Unlock again.
Unknowable Terror.
Get out the fear. Don't bother. Yeah, we want to stop at 25. Don't let it go below 15 before you go to 30. After the next ad spawns, we'll top up the wave instead. Yeah, I will.
Oblivion Tear.
But first beams, we're going to come in the middle and go through both.
Oblivion Tear. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear. Gift of Insult. Lunacy. Eyes of Insult.
And let's clump in the middle for
Oblivion
beams.
Tear. Custody of the Deep.
Everyone needs to stand in the bubble. After this, we're going
Call
to
Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tear.
Stack with us,
everyone
Ranky.
up. Yeah, top everyone up. As soon as everyone's top, we're going to get the third ad low, and then we're going to stop.
Stack with people, Ranky.
Okay,
Oblivion
lower
Tear.
the ads.
Tear.
Gift of Insult. Lunacy.
Don't kill each other.
Oblivion Tear.
After we don't kill each other,
Eyes of Insult.
top up. Tempest and get loose. Let's do it after the game.
Call Undying Guardian.
Great.
Oblivion Tear.
Healthstone if you drop low.
I'm going to stagger him.
Oblivion tier.
Lower the Guardian, don't let it go. Startle this phase, unless any DPS have a better time. So we should really
Oblivion
have it
tier.
now.
Gift of Enso. Lunacy.
Gonna go kill each other.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion tier. Eyes of Ensot.
Clear these tears.
If you can find a safe time, then sure.
Oblivion tier. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay. Next Guardian, we're going to
Gift of Ensot.
get
Lunacy.
down. Don't kill each other.
Oblivion tier.
Okay, switch to the Guardian, top up the raid, and then we're gonna Tempest.
The flesh was sweet.
Okay,
Eyes of
white,
Ensot.
both hands up.
Oblivion
Put
tier.
out of this phase because I think we can get a lot more done then when we have clear windows and can help a lot.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion tier.
They were not the ones you sought, master.
We just really need to be quite
We
precise
will
with the
find
timings
others
because
to open
we
the
need
way.
to, when it's safe to, we need to switch to the ads, be healed up, and then get them down before we have another mechanic. And yeah, they should never be on 0. What we want is the dots to take them to 25%. We never want them to go below 15% unless we get Tempest up.
Also, we're losing so much damage just bringing them down every time.
Exactly. That's why we don't want to do that. We want to get dots on them only and then burst on them when we have the final one spawn before the Tempest Caller. Because that one spawns, we burst it to 30, we get rid of them quickly, and we're back on the boss. That's the only time non-dotters are going to touch those ads. The rest of the time, I'm fully expecting Morg is going to massively boost his DPS with them and keep them nice and low. We've not had break yet because the idea was going to be we kill this, we have break, we go mythic in the other raid. So if we don't kill this soon, we will have the break and come back to it, but I was hoping we could kill it before 10 and have the break then.
I think that Bloodlust is probably going to change a whole lot.
Yeah, and we can do even better with not stepping on tears. That
Yeah, because
also.
they heal the boss and we can't have that.
Yeah.
Right, get your food bar. Let's get going. Let's kill this.
Oh, sorry. No, that's me.
Yeah, as soon as I have a food buff, I'll get you out. Instantly my PP kill at both.
How much do I do?
Okay, if you need to repair, repair. No, we had more than one tear. There was one next to the boss, which we stood in. So we're going to assume in phase 1 we're only going to get one ad. So at 73%, we are going to activate that Tempest Caller and get rid of the ad. So if you have the Tempest Caller, watch, activate it at 73. Healers, you're going to top us up at, say, 75. And we're going to assume we don't get a second ad, we push the boss, and then we can clear up nicely. Why is Sans... Yeah, he should not, because 1, he's meant to be raiding with us, and 2, he is not meant to be raiding ahead of the guild.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes
Void
behold
crash.
every truth, every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Insult. Oblivion tier. Oblivion tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity.
Okay, make sure we're all top of that.
Void crash.
Get rid of the ad. We should have the
Eyes of
content
Insult.
folder active.
Maddening Eyes of Insult. Oblivion
So
tier.
with 73, we push the ad, we get rid of it, and then we're done with the AoE. So the healers can clear. Phase 2.
Oblivion tier. Unknowable terror. Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Okay, after the Hysteria, then we'll be clumping in the
Gift
middle.
of Insult. Hysteria.
Getting
Oblivion tier.
Terran language.
Consume essence. Custody of the DD.
burn the asset. We'll learn the finish too.
Unknowable terror. Oblivion tier.
Get back into the bubble to finish these off, please.
Custody of the deep.
Yeah, that's what happens if we don't stand in the bubble. We really need DPS cooldowns at that point. Make sure you use your 2-minute cooldowns on that wave so we can burn them down before we need to move. Yeah, we can't miss those interrupts. Everyone needs to help interrupt.
Putting food down.
Guys were also looking into shrinking the raid size because this is taking
Yeah, so if you're dying early, if you are standing in pairs when you shouldn't be, if you're not helping on interrupt when you're an interrupter, step it up. I think we are due another cauldron.
Oh, sorry, I'm ready.
If John's putting a cauldron down, grab your flasks.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Bow before your true master. His eyes behold every
Void
truth,
Crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion Tier.
Watch the pair.
Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash. Eyes of Insult.
Beast.
Watch the
Oblivion Tier.
tears now, everyone, please. Plan ahead.
Gift of Insult. Obscurity.
Yeah, we wanna try
Oblivion
and be
Tier.
more like 20 yards.
Void Crash.
Okay, I'm gonna use the thing soon, the ground.
Call Undying Guardian.
Get the relevant in.
Oblivion
No, this
Tier.
is what we assume we're not going to get.
Eyes
you
of
just
Insult.
use the pound.
Maddening Eyes of Insult.
Okay, now let's do this.
Don't burn it into tears, please.
Go into the now, just like that. So what happens is at 73%, we use the crown, we kill the egg, and we push the boss into the next phase.
It was about to cancel the other one.
At the assigned time, don't hold back DPS because we're going to get another ad. We want to push the boss for the other ad.
Oblivion Tier.
We're going to have break time. We're going to summon Mercer because him porting out has
Unknowable Terror.
timings. We're going to have the break time, and then we're going to kill this. But let's get a summoning stone up so we can grab Mercer.
Master.
Please oblige
We will
anyway.
find others to open the way. Pay the price for your defiance. They were not the ones you sought, Master. We will find others to open the way.
Yeah, we're mostly running back. As soon as we've run back, I'll start a break timer. But if you don't mind putting up summoning stone, then we can get the boss off rather than have to do summoning after break.
No problem.
Great, thank you.
Little legs, remember?
I know you have little legs. I can sympathise, I have little legs.
I need a target.
Yeah, it's break now. I was just giving Giga a chance to use his little legs to get back before I do a timer.
Summon me.
Northwood got summoned, so.
Perfect. So you've got 10 minutes, be back and be ready to kill this thing. Yeah, we are hoping to kill this fairly quickly and get a few mythic kills in, so as Mercer says, do stick around, especially if you want to be into the next bosses. I'll remind everyone when we get back, because I bet half aren't listening now. that is end of break. We are cutting down the raid size a bit. So if you're on the bench, please stick around because we want to kill this, and then we want to get you in for some mythic battle.
What do? Did he get all excited by the giant vagina in face of the boss? Actually, if you think about it, it is kind of disgusting, the thing, and then the thing in front, the third leg is a bit too. Well, Mershot, if you go without him, we need to remove him from the group first.
With 20, we could go 4 or 5. I'm happy with either. For a first kill, we often end up with an extra healer just to mitigate some mistakes, so I'm not going to say we can't 5 heal this.
That works.
Right, as soon as it sets to 20, then we're going to go. Okay, I can invite you if you accept quickly. But have you
We're
been
20.
ported out? Okay, we're going to do a pull without you. We'll get you in for the next one. You're back in the raid group. You can make your way here. Oh, you're in. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, he's in over there though.
Summon him. Try not to be late back from the breaks.
Where's a lot? Like
Several
6
minutes.
minutes.
Late.
Is that where it took 20 minutes to select?
Right, as soon as you summon Wado, we're going.
I still think you just got excited by a giant leap.
Possibly. But let's kill this. So remember, get
5,
the timings on the relics
4,
right and
3,
stop standing in those
2,
oblivion tears.
1.
Before your true master. His eyes behold every
Voice crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion tier.
Summon the boss, get out of it.
Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion tier. Call Undying
again.
Guardian. Void crash. Eyes of Insult.
The beams.
Oblivion tier.
So it's one, then the other.
Don't run into tears now, please.
Oblivion tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Void crash. Eyes of Insult. Maddening Eyes of Insult. Oblivion
Get out
tier.
the way, and then let's kill the ad.
Call Undying Guardian.
One step in tears now.
It's fine. Thank you. Stop totally on it. Don't push it too far. Nobody hitting it. Just leave it. But do not stand on red. We don't want to get any tears on there.
Oblivion tier.
We'll be using Trident on the first wave of ads.
Unknowable terror.
Out the fear.
Oblivion tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Keep baiting the tears.
Yeah, we're not
Consume
clumping off the
essence.
hysteria.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria.
Okay, there's the hysteria. Bubble going
Custody of the deep.
Use the DPS.
Custody of the deep. Unknowable terror.
Get out the fear.
Oblivion tier.
Out there.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion tier. Gift of Insult. Hysteria.
Okay. It's telling me they were on you. Because they're on you. Yeah. They're being.
One of them's on you. And the other
Okay. This is the Tempest Caller Wave.
Consume essence. Unknowable terror. Oblivion tier.
come lower. We can use it.
Oblivion Tier.
Get these all down.
There's melee.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria. Call Undying Guardian.
You got the lost stairs on you.
Oblivion Tier.
Yeah, I know it has its form there.
Yeah.
Unknowable Terror.
Don't tread on those stairs. One up to dead.
No, it's he's
Okay then. I just
Oblivion Tier.
Okay, this is a tribal wave. Let's clear them up and
Consume Essence. Oblivion Tier.
Cool, you've used it for the first goons. But push loss as much as you can now.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
try to be able to get.
Gift of Insult. Lunacy.
Let's push these out.
Eyes of
it.
Insult.
No,
Oblivion
we're going to
Tier.
need to wait till after the beam thing.
Back on the boss.
Custody of the Deep. Call
Custody
Undying
of the
Guardian.
Deep.
Oblivion Tier.
Get out in the void tail. Okay, heal the raid up so we can kill the ads. So heal up, focus
Oblivion
down
Tier.
that high health ad. There's two high health ads with an IC.
Gift of Insult. Lunacy. Oblivion Tier.
Don't kill each other.
Call Undying Guardian.
Let's get rid of these ads.
Eyes of Insult.
So get rid of two.
Oblivion Tier.
So
Oblivion Tier.
damage with beams, stagger your buffs, and watch the pairs.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier. Gift of Insult. Lunacy.
Okay, let's get
Oblivion
the ads
Tier.
lowered and get rid of them. Then after that, I think we'll be able to ignore ads.
Eyes of Insult.
Okay, we've
Oblivion
got
Tier.
my beams. Go through one, then the other.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion Tier.
But what we want is to heal the raid up. Why?
Gift of Insult. Lunacy. Oblivion
Too
Tier.
much piercing gaze.
So why did we do that now? The thing.
We shouldn't do the Tempest Caller until we've been through the beams, topped the raid up, and then we push the ads
Oblivion
first,
Tier.
and then we use it. Please never use it when the raid's not topped up or during mechanics with a lot of damage, like the beam.
Ones you sought, Master. We will find others to open the way.
So the idea is in phase 3, when we've got 2 or 3 ads, depending on when the convenient one is, what we need to do is we will top the raid up, pop the Tempest Caller, blow up the ads, and get straight back on the boss. It should only take a few seconds of focus damage on them, and we really need to push the boss. Yeah, boss is the main focus. Dotters are dotting the ads. If you're not a dotter, unless we need to suddenly push an ad, just leave the ads alone. The dotters will be perfectly adequate. I'm pretty sure Morg can handle them by himself. So if you're melee, just leave it. So the quicker you push the boss, the less ads we're going to have to kill, because if we can get the boss down quickly, we'll just get rid of one wave of ads, and then it'll hopefully die by the time we get 3 again.
Easy going there.
Do we need to look at the timing? Because there was no way I could have used the trident when it was called for.
Well, if you can't use it then, what we'll do is we'll use it on the second lot of those person gaze. It doesn't matter which one the trident's used on, it's basically when it's available we use it. So let's make it the second one.
Oh no, it wasn't the eyes, it was... Didn't you call for it earlier in the game? I thought you called
No,
it on some
on the
ads.
person gaze. But on the
We got
ads,
a third wave of ads.
I used it on the ads.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
it was
me.
called
I'm
ads.
misremembering. I'm pretty sure you called it on some ads and I couldn't pick it up.
Yeah,
No,
in the intermission, right?
Yeah, we got a third wave
No,
every other
Tempest
time when
Caller.
we get into.
Tempest Caller, not Trident, is the third wave. So
Yeah, I know.
Trident.
But
No,
I
third
think you
wave is
said
Trident. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said
So
trident.
I'm confusing myself. If we don't have it available, then we'll just use the Tempest Caller on it.
Yeah.
But previously we've been not even getting that third wave, so let's focus the damage on the boss and
No,
skip it.
I've only ever been using it on the beams.
Because you
which
use
is
it
why
on
when
beams,
when you called it, I was very confused. That's why.
Yeah, it's because our DPS was slow. We need to not be slow.
Yeah, I can only... The timing for me picking it up is usually on the transition to that last phase, or like that when we get the eyes again. Like,
Yeah.
Chief sub.
Yeah, so if we get third wave of ads, we'll just Tempest Caller them, but let's actually not get a third wave. Yeah, when we have the bubble up for the beams, the idea is we stack in the middle and we take 2 beams at the same time. So we take a load of damage, but the damage goes on the bubble.
It's going to be stack on the boss because sometimes there's shit in the middle. I can't necessarily... Like that time I couldn't get to the middle. Safe.
Ideally, we go in the middle, but if people have baited Oblivion Tears in the middle, then on the boss. Right, let's go. More damage on the boss means less mechanics. Let's get it right.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pay the price for your defiance. His eyes behold every
Void
truth,
Crash.
every unnumbered crime.
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Void Crash. Eyes of Insult.
Beams?
Oblivion Tier. Gift of Insult. Obscurity. Oblivion Tier. Void Crash.
Let's get the ants down. Tempest Caller.
Eyes of Insult. Maddening Eyes of Insult. Oblivion Tier.
Okay, let's clear up during the intermission. Don't fake droid cares on the red markers. And the first wave of ads will be using the trident in the middle, stand in it and nuke them, use civilians to nuke.
Oblivion Tier. Unknowable Terror.
Fear.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian. Consume Essence.
Excellent influx.
Gift of Insult. Hysteria.
Bubble going down.
Custody of the Deep. Custody of the Deep. Oblivion Tier. Unknowable Terror.
Fear. Stay in the bubble on the edge.
Oblivion Tier.
Keep pushing the boss. Transition on from away.
Call Undying Guardian. Gift of Insult. Hysteria. Oblivion Tier.
So this wave of ads, when we get to 30, we're going to Tempest. So heal
Unknowable
everybody.
Terror.
Get out of fear.
Oblivion Tier.
Okay, we need to team these up in the transition. Yep, we need Tempest already. The sword first and die. Okay, get rid of them. Yeah, that's the way we want to get rid of them so we can make them low level. Right.
Yeah, go Lasher.
Okay, burn the boss. They have dots on the ad.
Oblivion Tier.
We break them absorb.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying Guardian.
Got fucking a tear on the front.
Okay, well we're just gonna have to
Oblivion
split
Tier.
them off and not use the trident then.
Gift of Insult. Lunacy. Eyes of Insult.
Okay, beams we're gonna do one at a time. Don't get double stacks.
Oblivion Tier. Call Undying
Focusing
Guardian.
on the boss.
Oblivion Tier.
Oh, I'm definitely getting try that now.
It's fine, we're just gonna focus the boss. We're in a good position, so if you can hang on to those
Oblivion Tier.
things, we're probably gonna be okay down to 3, so
Gift of
just
Insult.
stop them and let's
Lunacy.
take 3 ads. Don't kill each other.
Call Undying Guardian. Oblivion
Focus the
Tier.
boss, stick dots on the ads to boost it.
Eyes of
Save the
Insult.
that's for healer, thank you, just
Okay, beams, one, then the other. Don't
Oblivion
double stack
Tier.
dots.
Try not to run into tears while you do
Yeah,
it.
we really don't want to heal the boss right now. Okay, just throw cooldown
Oblivion
tanks
Tier.
if needed, and we'll just keep the
Call
ads.
Undying Guardian.
Yeah,
Gift of Insult.
that's gonna fall
Lunacy.
bad. So don't kill each other.
Oblivion Tier.
There's
Not
a certain
having a
amount.
switch on the ads does help.
There's a certain,
Which
yeah,
is
there's
what
a
we wanted to
certain
avoid.
amount of. We should have just fucking killed the boss at some point. We
Yep.
were
Yeah.
doing it too. We're trying to do.
Well, because we had too many people on the ads where they weren't meant to be, the boss is going too slowly and we can't handle having 8 ads on us. Right. We've got time for a mythic boss or two. So let's quickly go to the yeah, Morg will be happy. Let's quickly go to the next raid and let's get a couple of mythic bosses down before raid end. Brilliant, thank you.
I can't. I was trying to get the trouser or whatever, the haste thing, but I got the trinket.
Don't worry, we'll be doing hopefully some fairly quick kills of these two for the next few weeks, so you will get some gear. I know loads of people want trinkets, but we do also want to get some progression on mythic in the other one, and we'll be working out which order to do the remaining mythic bosses and these mythics. There's no need to tell me if you don't need it. Tell if the DPS, tell the DPS leads, because I'm not the one sorting out the DPS.
That was much more like I expected it to feel, difficulty-wise, than the first raid.
Yeah, well, we just needed to have people put the damage on the correct things, which shockingly enough helps.
Yeah, no, I just, yeah, that's it.
And I think we had Tempest Caller go off at the right time rather than the wrong time, which we had early on.
Is it any coincidence that Thrall Green Jesus is coming back at Easter?
Yes.
I think not. I don't think so.
Apparently, I never played the Shaman class or the whole quest far enough to know that apparently he's lost his powers. He's not in tune.
Yeah, we go out because we're all in heroic.
Thrall lost his powers when he cheated.
Oh, you get in Matt Barra, yeah, we did know this. So even if you didn't do the order, we know that he loses his powers. Yes, he
Didn't
did.
he? Enhancement weapons.
What do you mean didn't cheat?
You're only
How is that
told.
cheating?
Because you're not allowed to use magic.
You're only told he lost his powers on the enhancement.
Oh, are you?
You go and see that he's all mopey because he cheated. Because he's a cheat.
Oh, then it's possible that I just overlooked that because I do have an enhancement shaman.
That's why you get his weapon.
Oh, I thought I just knew that from that ward or something.
I mean, to be fair, it was pretty heavily spoken about because.
Yeah, I guess.
Green Jesus. Everyone wants to talk about Green Jesus.
Can you invite the Maggots priest?
Yes, if I can find it. Yeah.
Alliance
And yeah, we're
forces
running
have come ashore in the
service of
harbor.
Maggots priest
They are
and the
spreading
Sprit.
throughout Zuldazar like a
Okay.
plague.
We must reach
So
the pyramid before
Dashi
they
out
do.
and someone
My
else
father
can go
is
in.
defending
I'll
it
let
with
DPS
only
leads
a handful of
and
guards.
Light out as
We're
well.
gonna be doing
And Lighthouse
everything
as
we
well.
can, princess.
Okay.
Gonna start by clearing
we're
these
getting-
dark
we're getting
irons out
steamy
of the
lights out.
way.
Yeah.
We're in heroic again.
Yeah, that's because I'm still trying to get there.
Yeah, I'm
Sort
not
stuff
blaming
out.
you. It's just people keep walking back in, so I assume
Yeah,
something.
because everyone has decided to whisper me about benches and stuff, and not role leads.
Yeah, please.
Please whisper the role leads and not me when I'm trying to do setup.
You want to turn a right area.
Yeah, I'm just slightly lost because I'm also trying to. I already invited you, Maggot, and said you were in a group. I'll try
To
again.
be honest, raid warnings get
Yeah,
spent,
says you're in a
so I kind of
group.
ignore them.
He's in our group.
So it's
Okay.
Follow the goblin in the
Yes, I'm just following you.
mount that you crafted for him. Should work
Yes,
up.
it's a very nice mount, but I'm getting a summon, so I'm going to leave you to it.
that's how you treat him, and you don't let them walk behind or
Right,
be after
groups
the doors.
1 to 4 zone in. I know we've just changed things a bit, so check that you're not in group 4 because you might have been benched and we switched the healers around.
Alliance forces have come ashore in the harbor. They are spreading throughout Zuldazar like a plague.
We must reach the
He
pyramid
spits it.
before they. My father is defending it with only a handful of guards.
We're gonna be doing everything we can, Princess. We're gonna start by clearing these dark ions out of the way.
Right, let's get through this trash.
No fun. Yeah, I just saw how much my intro increased to my that's on a mod.
Use your trinket, Aceless! I think that would have saved me. I just died.
I'm seeing like at least 8 shots.
Okay, but 8 shot at 1
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Didn't feel like 5 seconds for me.
Lag right, mate.
Maggot even got a
I
healer.
didn't press my
Which one should fucking magic damage again?
Have you got a history?
Yeah.
Right, I did not know that the last 2 bosses on Motherlode do not melee you at all.
How did you not know that?
Because it doesn't matter when you find money.
Okay, but it matters a lot when you play Warrior.
What?
Yeah.
And they
And
can't
it matters very much on Tyrannical 20 or whatever the fuck we were doing.
It does. Right, remember on this one, we really need those interrupts to happen on the ads for the angelic renewal. So don't mess those up.
Elstone, please.
Yeah, sure, most if we can bloodlust on the bull, that's fine. Okay,
almost
Bloodlusting on pull, get a load of damage with the boss. We want to kill that first wave of ads during the reckoning,
and food.
but then we can go straight back to boss and kill her. Let me even change the AA so it says Bloodlusting pull. Right, grab your buffs, already check, and let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blinding
3,
faith.
2,
Wave of
1.
light. Prayer for the fallen.
Interrupt now.
5, 4, 3,
Dodge hammers.
1.
Blinding
3,
faith.
2, 1.
Wave of light.
5, 4,
Judgment.
3,
Righteousness.
2, 1.
Then you can go back and boss.
Seal of reckoning. Blinding
3,
faith. Wave of
2,
light.
1. Five, 4, 3,
Wave of light.
2, 1.
Are you ready for interrupt?
Prayer for the fallen.
Here it is. Dodge hammers
Seal of retribution. Call to arms.
and do those.
Avenging wrath. Wave of light. Blinding
3,
faith.
2, 1.
Wave of light.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blinding faith.
3,
Wave of light.
2, 1.
Prayer for the fallen.
Interrupt. Get an interrupt on this one. Thank you, Master. I'm not convinced we have enough time to actually get all the way to Grong and kill Grong, so we'll do that next raid. But at least get a mythic boss down as well. So Sunday, I am not gonna be here, but I am sure you can cope fine without me. I think Mursoth and Boozy are the officers here, so they're gonna be in charge. Mursoth, they're gonna have to listen to you. Please listen to Mursoth and be nice to him.
So basically, a doctor who dies a lot is gonna lead us.
No, Mursoth's gonna lead. He'll be fine. Boozy
Oh.
will just die as usual.
Does
And
Murder have a
then
point?
he does. You've heard him talk all the time.
Oh.
He's one of the ones who does some fantastic AMSR voices sometimes. With his urgent whispers.
Just a little advice for the casters who will get the trinkets from the other dungeon there. Multi-dotting and keeping your back to the mobs you're aiming for is possibly a bad idea.
Okay, so thanks for raid, guys. We got the new raid clear, we got one mythic down. We'll be doing the rest of the mythic re-clears and then back to Mecha Talk. And those of you who missed the Crucible kill today, don't worry, we'll be killing it again next ID. and we will have everyone in for it.
Good night.
Night.
Night, mate.
Friday? What?
Yeah, what about Friday? We're gonna kill it next ID. As in next week.
Thank you for the raid.